Minnesota Sports Hub. It's the Morning Sports Desk, presented by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and streaming on YouTube.
Powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. This is the Morning Sports Desk. I'm CJ Baumgartner, joined by Kyle Gylsen, because we have some wrestling to preview because our broadcast schedule getting underway tomorrow for the Denny Kaatz wrestling tournament finals. And Kyle, it's always a fun kickoff to our winter sports broadcast season.
Yeah, it's a great way to get it started. I know a lot of teams have got their events in or will be playing, in terms of like boys basketball, maybe their first event this week, and girls have got a few games under their belt. Girls hockey has been playing for about a month already, and we're starting to see the wrestling teams getting their first action on the mat earlier this week. But the Denny Kaatz Memorial Tournament draws in a lot of some of the top teams and some of the top individuals around the area into the WDC gym.
Yeah, exactly. And I know we're covering kind of the tail end of things, the finals and things like that. So you guys have done that the last couple of years. What is it when you get to that finals? What are some of the things that are always kind of fun to see in these early season tournaments?
Well, it gives the wrestlers an opportunity to see where they are early on in the year. I mean, it's like any other sport, though. When you start the season, you're one team. When you're finishing up the season, you're completely a different team. I mean, like if you're a sophomore that's starting on the basketball team, for example, by the end of the year, well, you're a junior now. And so, these teams improve, the individuals improve, and this early season tournament, when you bring in, talent that they're from Class A, Class AA for the most part, and some of the better teams in the area, gives these guys and gals, because there's going to be a girls tournament involved there too, a chance to see kind of where they stack up against some of the other talent in the area rather than wrestling against your teammates in the wrestling room.
Yeah, exactly. And, when we get to this point again, Kyle, just tell us where people can listen to this, where people can catch it.
We're going to be on KWAD, 101.7 FM, KWAD at 920 AM. And then, of course, we'll be streaming on the website, wadenaradio.com/KWAD. And if everything works the way it's supposed to, we're also going to do some video live streaming on our YouTube page. And you know more about that, so you can let everybody know where to find that, because I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to get everything plugged in correctly.
Well, if you are watching the Morning Sports Desk on YouTube, good. You don't need to go anywhere. You can just stick right here on our Hubbard Radio Wadena YouTube page, and we'll put some links to Facebook on Sports Cow and things like that to get it rolling. But yeah, it's going to be really cool, the different avenues that people can catch wrestling, not just at the Denny Kaatz tournament, but all season long, Kyle, because you guys have some great wrestling matches on the broadcast schedule. Checking out the defending Class A state champion team in Staples Motley. I know there's a meet there. Of course, Pillager is also going to be there, their first team in 45 years. What kind of excites you about some of these different storylines as the year goes on?
Well, you mentioned Pillager. That's going to be fun. So happy for those the Huskies there to get their first standalone team. They've been co-opted with Little Falls. They've been co-opted with Brainerd, and so for them to have their own team and in their own wrestling room, it's great for them. It's great for the sport. Exciting to see some more of the girls from the area. I mean, you mentioned the Staples Motley Cardinals, and they've got a number of kids that are ranked in the top 10. Staples Motley not at the tournament tomorrow, but some of these girls, we've got, standalone girls teams now. In fact, I was just sitting next to Dustin Geiser, the head coach of the New York Mills girls team. And they went from having 2 girls on the boys team 2 years ago to like 4 last year. And now they've got 11, so they don't quite have enough to have a full girls team. So they won't be competing for any team titles in tournaments, but they're hoping to have some individuals that have been working hard in there. So yeah, it'll be fun to see teams that are going to be at the tournament tomorrow: Black Duck, Cass Lake, Bena, Detroit Lakes, Frazee, Greenbush, Middle River, Badger, Ottertail Central, Pequot Lakes, Pine River, Bacchus, Pillager, Thief River Falls, United Clay Becker, United North Central, and of course the WDC Wolverines. And I was looking through the latest updated list of ranked teams and wrestlers from the Guillotine. They just came out with brand new rankings yesterday, and there's going to be a number of ranked wrestlers that are going to be competing in the tournament. And there's going to be a couple of these weight classes that are going to have 2 or even up to 3 different ranked wrestlers involved in those weight classes. So those are going to be a lot of fun to watch too.
Yeah, a lot of great things happening at the Denny Kaatz tournament. Again, Kyle, just let people know where they can listen and what time, we're expecting to get that rolling.
We're going to be at the WDC Middle High School gym right off Highway 29 on the west edge of Wadena. If you haven't been there before, most of the teams are pretty local, so they got an idea where it's at, but pretty easy to find. We're going to be online at wadenaradio.com/KWAD. We're going to be on the Hubbard Radio YouTube page. We will also be on the traditional radio, 101.7 FM and AM920 KWAD. So lots of ways to listen. We're hoping to get going by about 1:30-ish or so tomorrow, depending upon how long it takes me to get everything set up and working. But so I'm going to try to get there early. And if I get everything set up and I want to test out everything, we might jump on and do a little update, because the tournament itself starts at 10:30. Again, it's a girls tournament, varsity tournament. It's a JV boys varsity tournament, and it is a varsity boys tournament. So at one point tomorrow, they're going to be wrestling on 6 mats in both the high school gym and in the FEMA gym. And then we'll whittle it down till we get down to probably 2 mats when we get to the championship and third place matches. But so wrestling starts at 10:30 Saturday morning. We're going to get on the air, probably 1:30-ish at the latest, and then we'll be there throughout the day. If we have to, depending on how the tournament is going, what the pace is, if we have to do a couple of updates just to get you through before we get to the finals, but then we will broadcast those finals and third place matches live.
All right. And again, that's going to be the Denny Kaatz wrestling tournament tomorrow in Wadena on KWAD. Find the full broadcast schedule online, wadenaradio.com, or by following Sports Cal on Facebook. Kyle, well, we got you here talking wrestling. I do want to get a couple more things out of you. One is going to be something that's coming up on the broadcast schedule in less than 2 weeks. I got this on the broadcast schedule. I said it was in Wadena Deer Creek. It is actually in New York Mills, but the 2 teams are the same. New York Mills versus Wadena Deer Creek in New York Mills. A matinee showing, and what I'm guessing is going to be the whole student body present there in New York Mills, not Wadena Deer Creek, but still going to be a fun wrestling atmosphere in that barn in New York Mills.
Yeah, and the same 2 teams did wrestle last year in the afternoon in Wadena. And so this year it's going to be a New York Mills turn. It's the Eagles are starting to jump on board. WDC started with these afternoon events with some girls basketball and boys basketball. We got wrestling involved. I know Henning had an afternoon event, I believe, last year. So now New York Mills is going to get one. And yeah, those are fun. And it's great that the entire student body gets invited. As we've learned over the years of hosting at WDC, there are kids that don't get an opportunity to go to events at night. That maybe they live out of town, or maybe mom and dad work in the evening, so they can't get to these games. So this is a chance for them to maybe experience their first ever high school sporting event, and a chance to cheer on the Eagles and cheer on the Wolverines during the afternoon during the school day.
Yeah, exactly. And one more, which is going to be kind of the first of its kind, and you guys are going to be watching them blaze this trail, but kind of the first ever, I don't know, maybe if it's ever, but I'm going to say ever, girls wrestling quad with some pretty big heavyweights in girls wrestling when you consider Bemidji, Bertha Hewitt, Verndale, Parkers Prairie, Staples Motley, and Wadena Deer Creek.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I know there's been some standalone girls tournaments. I know Thief River Falls, I think, is hosted. Bemidji's hosted before. So there have been some events. In fact, going on today in Wadena is the WDC girls tournament with Brainerd, Cambridge, Moorhead, Mora, OTC, Sauk Center, Melrose, Thief River Falls, and the Wolverines. So that's just a strictly girls tournament going on today, Friday, the December 5th in Wadena. But that quad, I think that is a little bit unique. I haven't looked at everybody's schedule, obviously, so I don't know what other teams have done in other parts of the state. But for around here, that all-girls quadrangular should be a lot of fun.
Should be a lot of fun. A whole busy year of wrestling. The Kyle, Gylsen, and Dan Lawson, they're going to be on it. They do a great job as always, and we're looking forward to it tomorrow, Kyle. Kyle, before I let you get out of here, we do need to say a quick word about the good folks over at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. Last night and every Thursday night, it's wing night at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. They have new hot honey wings. I don't know if you've tried them yet, Kyle. I've tried them. Corey's tried them. Zeke has tried them, and we are all in. They are delicious. And they are great in kind of those Thursday night wing nights that they offer. You can stop by and try them every Thursday night for wing night. It's a sweet and spicy flavor available for a limited time only. So there's a running clock here. You got to try and find a way on Thursdays to get to the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. You'll find this delicious sauce on the boneless or traditional wings on the buffet on Thursday nights at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. And once you're done stuffing your face with wings, you get to go try out the games at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. Then after you play your games, you get your points, you redeem your prizes. Then you go back to the buffet and you get some more pizza, chicken, mashed potatoes, the salad bar. There's just so much to offer. And then, of course, the dessert pizzas, the cookies, the ice cream. What don't they have at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena? Kyle, have I convinced you about the hot honey wings yet?
They sound delicious, and I have one complaint is that every time you invite me to be on the morning sports desk, it's always around lunchtime, and then you always have to bring up the good food at the Pizza Ranch. So now my stomach is grumbling.
Mine is too, so I think that means we need to head over there, The Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena, proud sponsors of the Morning Sports Desk. That's going to do it for us. Kyle, thanks so much for taking the time, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you.
Powered by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Follow the Morning Sports Desk on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And watch every show on YouTube.